Water is life, 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 life. Water is life, 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 life. Do just one thing, just one thing.
Every drop count. Make sure you check for leaks around your house every day. Every drop count. When brushing your teeth, don't let the water run away. Come save the water, the water. Preserve the water right now. Every drop count. Save the water whenever you take in your shower. Every drop count. Make saving the water your business every hour. The water, the water, the water, the water right now. It's up to me and you and you and you and you. Water, the water right now.
Do just one thing.
Pleasant good morning to all our listeners in Radioland, those of you in tune to us via radio, YouTube and Facebook. Welcome to another edition of our radio show, The Waterline. The Waterline is a radio program brought to you by the St. Kitts Water Services Department every second and fourth Wednesday of each month. I am Shireen Awana and it is my pleasure to take you through today's show. We are now, of course, in the month of March, and March is synonymous with a few observations, World Water Day being a key one. In studio, I have with me two individuals from the Water Services Department who are members of the 2023 World Water Day Committee. They are no strangers to this show, but I will have them introduce themselves nonetheless.
Good morning, I'm Chantal Hanley, the Assistant Water Engineer at Water Department.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Sean Gunaway, Inspector of Quality at the Water Department.
Thank you for joining me. So some may posit that, we have an observance for everything. People feel as though in recent years, every day is an observation for something. It's international this day, it's international that day, So from the onset, it is important for me to note that international days, international weeks, they are actually occasions, important occasions to educate the public on issues of concern, to mobilize political will and resources to address global problems, and to celebrate and reinforce achievements of humanity. And with that being said, World Water Day is an annual United Nations observation, a day held on 22nd of March that highlights the importance of fresh water. The day is used to advocate for sustainable management of fresh water resources. The theme of each year focuses on topics relevant to clean water, sanitation, and hygiene. Now, dysfunction throughout the water cycle is undermining progress on all major global issues, from health to hunger, gender equality to jobs, education to industry, disasters to peace. And back in 2015, the world committed to Sustainable Development Goal, it's dubbed SDG 6, as part of the 2030 agenda. The promise essentially is that everyone would have safely managed water and sanitation by the year 2030. So that is just a little background information on how World Water Day came into being as an observance in March. And so we would hope that persons can appreciate the need for us to have at least this celebration. Now, as usual, I'm sure that our keen listeners are always awaiting an opportunity to weigh in on our conversation. So please know that our lines are open and you can feel free to call in at any time. The numbers are 465-2555, and for those overseas, the line is 718-577-2916. So now to you. We acknowledge that this is an international observance. However, in terms of St. Kitts, the St. Kitts Water Services Department, how long have you guys, the department, been observing or commemorating World Water Day?
Water Department has been celebrating World Water Day over 10 years, so before my time.
Correct. Okay. And at this level, or was it just maybe one day and you scaled up over time? Can you guys speak to that?
Usually we used to have one day celebration, but as time goes by, we realize the need to get the public, the schools, and stakeholders on a whole involved, and to bring awareness to not only the day, but the happenings of the water and things that go on in the department on a day-to-day basis that the public might take for granted or might not realize what's really happening. So instead of them speculating, they'll get an idea of actually what we do, or the happenings, the runnings of the department and the water institution on a whole.
Okay, so it's used as an opportunity for general sensitization.
Yes.
Okay, so what is this year's theme?
Okay, this year's theme is accelerating change. Well, the official date for World Water Day is actually Wednesday, the 22nd of March. So that's in the next 2 Wednesdays. Our week will extend from Sunday the 19th of March to Tuesday the 28th of March. But the official opening will be the Saturday night, which is Saturday 18th of March, with an address from the minister.
Okay. Before we go there, tell us, is the theme the internationally recognized theme, or is this just a theme that is used on the local end?
The theme is internationally recognized by the UN and around the world.
Okay. You care to expound a bit on it? That's where you were going?
Yeah, that's
Perfect. So expound on the theme. Tell us what it means to us locally.
So accelerating change to solve the water and sanitation crisis that are not only affecting us but affecting the world. It speaks to the importance of taking action now. You, your family, your friends, schools, communities, in order to make a difference by changing the way we use, consume and manage water. Also, any commitments that you make to take action will be added to the Water Action Agenda, which will be launched at the UN 2003 Water Conference, which the Minister will be attending along with other governments and stakeholders from all levels of society.
Okay. So it is said that right now we are seriously off track. Billions of people and countless schools, businesses, healthcare centers, farmers and factories are being held back because their human rights to water and sanitation have not yet been fulfilled as per the SDG 6. What are we here in St. Kitts and Nevis doing to actualize Sustainable Development Goal 6 as a part of the 2030 agenda? The promise that everyone would have safely managed water and sanitation by 2030. What efforts are being made in St. Kitts? What are we doing to ensure that we are positioning ourselves well?
Well, from a department point of view, I mean, a lot have been happening in terms of sensitizing the public, bringing the public up to speed in terms of the way we use water, trying to get the public to conserve a lot, because due to the shortage of water at the moment, and we have to be rationing on a regular basis, trying to get the public to understand the importance of how we use water. Is not business like before. You just go turn on your taps. We used to take long showers, and while the tap is running, we're brushing our teeth, the tap running, the shower is on, and we're not in the shower. Some to kind of cut back on our bad practices, even in the businesses, because some of the workers, they're not the one who actually pay the bills. They're not feeling it as the owners do. So installation of water saving devices in the homes, in the businesses, the movies, and places where the general public would really gather and consume a lot of water. So in that sense, we're trying to let the public be aware that they too have a part to play in this. It's not just the department. Yes, I mean, in other instances, we're thinking about going along the way of doing desalination so we could get more water and stream. But even when we do that, because it's such a expensive venture, yes, we might produce the water, and if we still waste it, it's still we're back to square one.
Yes.
So generally right now, from a department standpoint, I say we're trying to sensitize and get the public up to speed with us, and then going forward they themselves have a part to play, just as we.
Okay, thank you. So speaking of local efforts, I think this is the most exciting part of what you want to talk about. So we'll talk about the activities that you have planned for World Water Day for this year. So give me an insight in terms of, I think you began by mentioning that the week will be open with the minister's address, which is typical of, observances. So you'll have the minister's address on Sunday 19th, and what else?
We also having a church service at the Rivers of Living Water on Sunday the 19th of March, which starts at 9 a.m. So the public can feel free to join us in celebrating our World Water Day and week of activities at Rivers. Also, we'll be having an exhibition at Lagreed for the schools on Monday the 20th and Tuesday the 21st, which Sean can expand on.
Okay.
Well, for the exhibition, we would have the schools, they would come to the treatment plant there at Lagreed, and then we'll be able to show them the processes from the time the water is captured until it gets to the treatment plant, and then we would give them a step-by-step run-through about what happens from the start to the end of the treatment plant, and then the water is distributed to the general public. Also, there might be a few persons in the public who might be curious and want to know. If they too can join in and get a little rundown on what's really happening at the treatment plant, because some of them might see the facilities and unaware of what really goes on there. So they too can really come through and be a part of the exhibition. Let's make it bigger and better for everyone. It'll be better to educate the whole island, instead of just a selected few. Everyone could surely join in. We'll find a way to accommodate and welcome them.
Sounds good. So tell them what time you're expecting to start, etc.
Well, for the 2 days, which is Monday the 21st and Monday the 20th and Tuesday the 21st, the starting time would be 9:30 until 2 p.m.
Okay. And then the exhibition is followed by what?
So on the Wednesday, which is the official day, we'll be actually having a health fair for our staff. So, water contributes a lot to our health, so we want to also take action in dealing with our own physical health also. So the health department will be coming to the water department and be doing various checks for our staff. We'll also be having a customer appreciation day, so we also want to give back to our customers and say thank you for working alongside us. And so we'll be giving out little trinkets throughout the day. Sunday and Thursday we'll be recognizing farmer workers and appreciating them for their years of service.
And how exactly are you going to go about it? I imagine that the water department has a host of farmer workers, so is there a particular selection process?
Well, last year about 5 were selected, and this year our next 5 were selected. So I guess every year we will pick workers who weren't recognized prior. So basically everybody has a chance to feel appreciated.
Okay, sounds good. And by appreciation, what do you mean? Are you visiting them at their homes? What form does the appreciation take?
Some, if not all, would be celebrating with us on Sunday and be given their trinkets on Sunday.
Okay.
If they are unable to attend, then we'll make arrangements for the Thursday
To visit them.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have some things listed for the Friday 24th.
Yes, Friday the 24th, there will be a staff retreat and professional development day. Some of the topics that will be held at this professional development day is conflict resolution, customer service, human resource matters, and various speakers will present to the staff on the above topics.
Okay. And anything else that we can expect from the week of activities?
Also, we'll be having a beach nick, which is also a next staff appreciation event. So come out, the staff will be coming out, eating good food, having fun, laughter, going in the water, socializing.
Sort of build camaraderie.
Yeah.
That's important for the work environment. It's sort of how you work together and how you feel about your workplace will reflect in terms of the energy and the service that you provide to your customers. So that's important.
Staff definitely like to feel appreciated.
Of course.
Everywhere. We all do. We all do.
Everywhere.
But being appreciated at times, it helps motivate you. Coming to work, you leave home, you might have a little issue at home. But then, you come, you meet your friends, you chat, you laugh, and then, it ease your mind. So you do not want to leave home, have a problem, come to work facing the same problem.
More problems.
Right. So, it gives you a chance now to just relax, sit back and unwind, chit-chat, laugh, because sometimes when you're at work, you're so professional and you're so tense. You don't really have a time. The manager in your head, get this done, get that done, so you don't really get the time to really appreciate, All you see is the manager and you just work.
Yeah.
But then this is the time now for everybody to just be at the same level, unwind, and just have a good time.
Sounds good.
We also extended an invitation to the staff appreciation beach nick to the Nevis Water Services Department.
Okay, that is great.
So last year we went over to Nevis and we participated in cricket. It was just cricket, right?
Right.
Cricket and had a barbecue
football, right.
and some football with the Nevis department and tug of war. And it was really fun, interacting with our sister Ellen.
Yeah, it's good to establish that relationship with
right.
with the other department.
So they will be joining us to the beach nick.
Okay, that is good to know. Anything else?
The closing activity would be a prize giving ceremony where we will be giving our prizes to the competitions that are happening currently.
Okay, tell us about those competitions.
So currently we'll be having a World Water Day door decoration competition for grades 3 to 5 to the primary schools. So
and this covers all primary schools, private and public?
All primary schools.
Okay.
So our judging criteria basically is based on creativity, clarity, understanding, presentation style, and teamwork, because we want to ensure that, with respect to creativity, that it's an original idea.
Sure.
Clarity, how well you explain your procedure in terms of accelerating change to solve the water crisis. How well you understand the importance of accelerating change, presentation style, did you present well, and teamwork, because you always need to learn how to work well with others.
Okay. And do you have a competition for the high schools?
Yes, we have a competition for the high schools as well, a TikTok competition. With the idea was brought by Sean.
That is unexpected, but okay.
Sean came up with the
Well, it came across my mind because we do so much on social media.
True.
Getting the creativity from the kids. There might be such an important message from their presentation that we might not see. And it's also a way to sensitize in the public, because even the adults, sometimes you see the grandparents, they do a TikTok with the kids, the grandkids, the mom and the dads. So since everyone is really on social media, it was just a way I think would probably capture a wider audience, because it's not everybody going to be listening to the radio, but almost everybody has their phone in their hands at all time, so the message would just pop up in their hands and hope that it resonates. And then, as I said, as the theme says, accelerating change, and it would accelerate the way we do our day-to-day, especially when it comes with dealing with the water situation that we're presently facing.
Yeah. And as it relates to TikTok, they're nice and short, because to be honest, after 1 minute, our mind checks out. We stop. If a video goes beyond a minute, and that's sort of a stretch even, our mind checks out.
Right.
So it's a short capture, and that's where the young people are. They're on TikTok, they're on Instagram.
And not only that, even after World Water Day, as long as it's good and it's exciting, the message will just keep
Exactly.
going on and on, because
Exactly.
I would forward it to a friend. So it just the message will repeating, and not in such a some people might say boring kind of way. You know, you'll probably bring a lot more excitement to the whole process, the whole change that we are all talking about. And not only that, the same TikTok message will go around the world, and other people will come up with their own creative ways. So we would probably get people who we never expect, an audience who we'll never expect, to probably do TikTok, and it might be a water TikTok challenge around the world. Who does it better? So
I actually really like it. Really like it, because typically over the years, not just for World Water Day celebrations, but all other observations, you would hear of a debate competition, maybe a speech, an essay. But if you stop to think, I don't know, oftentimes perhaps with the essay competitions and things of the like, the teachers or the parents, more than likely end up assisting in the writing.
Right, yeah.
And the question is whether or not the children actually retain the information. Does it really resonate with them, or they just have it on paper, submit it, and very disconnected from what they would have submitted. So in this sense, they're actively involved. They have to either say and dance to the whatever it is. I'm not so afraid with the TikTok thing, so pardon me, but I get the impact that it can have. Yeah. So if we have any callers on the line, we'll try to hear from them. Okay, we don't seem to have any callers at this time, so I'll start winding down as we are almost on the top of the hour by giving you our nugget for today. You have something else that you want to say before?
Well,
sure.
the UN worldwaterday.org, they have a little backstory behind their theme,
Sure.
which is based on a hummingbird. So the hummingbird was faced with this great fire. So the forest had a fire, and the hummingbird decided to act rather than stand and stare. So he tried to put out the fire one step at a time, one trip at a time. And basically the other animals laughed at the hummingbird, because basically this small hummingbird going collecting water with his beak, trying it out in this major fire, and I guess they think that nothing.
It seems unbelievable.
Yeah, nothing can be
unrealistic.
done. Why is he even doing anything? So the hummingbird basically replied that I am doing what I can. So that is the purpose of the whole theme, accelerating change. The message basically is the hummingbird is doing something, no matter how small. So basically more of us need to take action, because our individual actions will amount to bigger actions, basically,
Yes.
which will help to accelerate change. One of us have to start to make a change in order for all of us to head in the direction for better change.
I love that. So the message is that we here in St. Kitts, we all need to be hummingbirds. Hummingbirds for change in terms of our water efforts. I love that. Not a better way to end. So as we close, we remind you of our nugget for today. According to the OECD, that is the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, global water demand is projected to increase by 55% by 2050. So if nothing else we have said today encourage you to think seriously about the need to conserve water, I hope that does that. We also remind you that for inquiries, you can contact us at 467-1005 or 467-1447, or you can email us at water.services@gov.kn. We want to thank all of our listeners for choosing to join us this morning on the Waterline. Thanks to those of you who usually call but somehow didn't manage to call today. We still appreciate you. We appreciate you for listening. As we sign off, we hope that you join us again for our next edition of the Waterline, and that is on Wednesday, 22nd of March, when we actually celebrate World Water Day. Thank you.
Water is life, 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 life. Water is life, 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 life. Do just one thing, one thing.
Every drop come. Make sure you check for leaks around your house every day. Every drop come. When brushing your teeth, don't let the water run away. Come save the water, the water. Preserve the water right now. Every drop come. Save the water whenever you're taking your shower. Every drop come. Make saving the water.